Hello, I'm Dr. Joe Court, and welcome to Smart Sex, Smart Love. Today I'm going to be talking about the therapy interventions that we use for people that come in with infidelity. So the first thing that we do is talk about what really is cheating. I have a previous video that I did on my YouTube channel that talks about negotiating fidelity that most couples don't do even when they're monogamous. But what happens when you break that relationship contract that we call cheating in our culture? Devastation, trauma, many people feel post-traumatic stress disorder is the words that are used for a lot of people that come through. It can be very, very, very upsetting. So the thing that we do, and I base my work on the work of Esther Perel and McCarthy. These are two very well-known researched psychotherapists in our field, and they speak about infidelity and how to do the treatment. And what I've learned is, instead of calling one partner the cheater and one partner the victim, we use words like the involved party, which is the one who broke the relationship contract, and then the injured party, the one who's been injured by the break in the relationship and by the break in the trust. If you go with cheater and victim, which is normal to do in the very beginning, especially when you're very upset, you put your relationship in a one-up, one-down position. And now there's a perpetrator and a victim, and that doesn't help the recovery. It does feel that way, and there needs to be a period of time where people feel that way and go through that. But eventually, if you stay there, you won't be able to work this through as a couple. And there's good research today that show that you can get past infidelity, and actually your relationships can become better than they were before the infidelity. And the reason for that is most couples are not talking about erotic differences, erotic interests, sexual differences, changes in sexuality, changes in erotica over time. And so because they're not talking about it, infidelity can happen, and then the conversations begin, which should have begun before. So really, before you even make it into therapy, it would be great for you and your partner to sit down and say, hey, let's talk about our erotic lives, our inner lives, our outer lives. What is fidelity? What isn't fidelity? And really do most of the work so that you don't have to have an infidelity. But if you do, and you come to therapy, those of us who have been trained in it will help you through this in the best possible way. You might not have gotten to the infidelity to get together. In other words, it's not always about the relationship that makes for an infidelity. That's our cultural myth. And Esther Perel, the psychotherapist I spoke about in the beginning, talks at great length about how there's lots of personal reasons people break the relationship contract. But I can say for sure that the recovery process has to be done together and equally. So you may not have gotten here together, but where you go has to be together. Thanks for listening, and I'll see you next time.